Welcome to SAJE Banter, a podcast where me, my brother, and our friend discuss topics we think are important. As of right now, the only place to listen to us is here on YouTube, so feel free to like our videos and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. But anyway, on to the show. Hello everyone. Welcome to the new series we're doing. This is SAJE Banter Plus. It's this extra podcast we're doing whenever someone doesn't have the chance to make it or anything like that. It's just when it's not us three together, we will do this podcast and just try to bring out more content for you guys. Let us know if you like it in the comments. It's just this new thing we're trying out. So, as always, except for one, I'm joined with my co-host, Ernesto Hernandez.
Oh, I thought you were going to introduce myself. I thought you were going to say, I'm whatever. You threw me off. You're not following your damn outline.
What are you doing? You're crazy. So yeah, it's your co-host, Ernesto Hernandez, and yours truly, Javier Hernandez, if you can't tell. Sometimes I can't. So, what you been doing, man?
Nothing. Just school, work. Same old bullshit.
How's school?
Stressful.
Yeah. I bet it is. I remember that was me.
Yeah. What about
4
you?
months ago. What I am doing, I am trying to platinum Batman Arkham Asylum. It platinum meaning getting the platinum trophy. For those who play on PS4 out there, shout out to them. You basically complete the game and get all the trophies. You already know that.
Yeah, I know.
Just letting the people know who don't know.
Yeah, letting the audience know.
Yeah. It's looking like I might not get it. Because the medals are hard, but I'll try still. I got nothing else to play, probably until October 25th.
Yeah. Well.
And October 25th, Modern Warfare comes out.
That's why you're saying October 25th.
Yeah, until October 25th. And then Medieval also. So
Medieval.
looking forward to playing that. All right, well, today we will be talking about the movie Joker. It was a great movie. So, for those who haven't watched it, the Joker is about the Joker. It's more of an origin story and just shows you how it just shows his descent to madness. I thought it was really good. One of the things, the key things I found was just seeing how society really was just crushing him at every fucking scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about the movie?
Oh yeah, no, I also thought it was fucking awesome. Just captures like a whole new take on the Joker than we have normally seen on the silver screen. So I think it was some of that what Todd Phillips, I want to say, right? That's
The director.
The
Todd
director,
Phillips,
yeah. He did a great interpretation of what the Joker on his formation and whatnot.
Yeah, I saw I think a video on Looper. They were talking about how most of the Jokers that have been on in the silver screen have been kind of outlandish. Like you have even Heath Ledger's great interpretation of the Joker. Like there's no kidding. He's also did a good Joker.
Yeah.
But having him, I don't know, kind of like swing out of a truck, shooting a rocket launcher was kind of Michael Bay-ish. Just a bunch of fucking explosions. And I thought that was a good point. He did show the craziness, but it was kind of outlandish. And this one shows a more realistic approach to where you can really see why he got where he got and why he does the things he does.
Yeah, I also watched the video by Looper too, but it was a video of they were ranking the Jokers, and they ranked Heath Ledger's Joker ahead of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah,
but the reasoning for it was, in my opinion, kind of dumb because they said that because you don't know his
backstory.
The backstory, right? And I was like, and then the thing is, if they would have paid attention at least to the full complete movie of Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, right at the end, spoilers,
spoilers.
He's at the Arkham Asylum,
yeah,
and from what it looked like, and it's true because I also read an IGN's review when before the movie came out. And they said that the movie still leaves up for interpretation his actual origin story. So I guess the movie has a lot of questions not answered. So and yeah, I would have to say that I guess Looper kind of jumped the gun on his origins on just assuming that we know where he came from,
yeah,
and whatnot. And while IGN says something completely different.
Yeah, I saw the same video. That's the same thing. I was like, yeah, I think you guys are
Yeah, and then
and that's basically like
you get a demerit because we know where you came from. Where in
Yeah.
the end it kind of shows like, oh, he could have imagined all this.
Yeah, and like I think specifically he says it's a joke, right, to the therapist, and she's like, what do you mean it's a joke? It's all like, why is it like why is it?
No. He's like, can you tell me the joke?
Okay, oh, he wouldn't get it.
And he's like, and that's when he goes, I was like, oh, but you're not gonna get it.
No, you wouldn't get it. And I think that's at that moment is when you can think that the whole movie was just kind of in his head. He's telling her a version of how he came up when it could easily just be, just some fabrication that he wants to do.
Yeah, or something that he maybe imagined that day.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, we don't.
We won't know until they make a sequel.
Sorry about that.
What was your favorite scene, Javi?
My favorite scene? Say yours first so I don't take yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
It's hard to choose. I guess as a little sickening as it was, is his descent to madness towards the end, where he finally goes on the Murray talk show.
Yeah. Murray.
And he just goes off and then admits to the crime. Everybody's just there in shock and whatnot. And then he just starts telling them, he goes, and then you could tell Murray's just had enough. And he's like, let me tell you another joke. He's like, no, we're not going to have any of that no more. And then he just keeps going. He's like, what do you get when you combine a severely mentally ill man and combine it with a society that doesn't care? And he goes, you get what you deserve.
You get what you deserve.
It's, what do you get when you cross a mental...
There you go. What do you get when you cross a mentally severe
mentally ill person in a society that keeps fucking you over?
There you go.
That's what he said?
Great memory. But yeah, where he says that and you get what you deserve, and he just fucking blasts Murray.
Murray. In the fucking face.
And then just shit goes into chaos after that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was my favorite scene because you finally see his like what I said, his descent to madness, where he just finally had enough.
Yeah. Mine was also that one, right? It was just like all the reasons you said. Like it was just perfectly done. I don't know. I just hella loved it. But one of my other favorite scenes was when he walks in to that one girl's apartment.
Oh, the character played by Zazie Beetz.
Yeah.
Sophie, I think.
Sophie, yeah, it's probably, I don't know, I forgot her name. But when he walks into there and you can see that's when everything thought was actually happening wasn't happening at all. I thought I was like, holy shit. Like I thought at least some shit was like true, right?
Yeah. But he imagined his entire relationship with that woman.
Yeah. So I was just like, holy shit. And that's what made me think like how the hell did she see it? Because we saw how he saw it.
Yeah, because you don't know if you remember there was this one scene, or the scene where it basically plays over all the shit that he imagined.
Mm-hmm.
And remember when he opens the door because she supposedly knocks?
Mm-hmm.
He imagined that whole
confrontation? No,
not confrontation. It's a
conversation.
Conversation. Yeah. When he imagines that whole conversation with her, right? Imagine how crazy you have to be because he opened the door because he heard the knock. And I had a whole ass conversation with nobody at the doorway at his apartment. I guess won't go too much into it because, for the people who haven't watched the movie. Yeah. But I guess we'll get into other stuff. We could probably pick some stuff over here.
The one thing I'd like to say though is watch the movie. Just watch it. A lot of people have been giving it a bad rep. I don't know why. Don't know. They're just trying to find something in it.
Yeah, but, especially what hella irked me was the
CNN.
The CNN was the article saying that this is what influences Trump's base type shit. And I was like, it's a fucking movie.
Something about is showing the white.
I think that's the same one. Right? The sentiment of white people in America, basically, or like low or. I guess was it the low income white, like the aggrievedness of America, and that I was like, what the fuck? Why are you gonna? It's a fucking movie, first of all.
Yeah,
and like, why politicize it? He says it in the movie too. He's like, I'm not political, Murray.
Yeah, he's just crazy.
Totally watch it. It's
very worth it.
Very worth it. What
movie of the year?
Yeah.
I think it even topped Endgame for me.
Oof.
And that, dude, I forgot Endgame came out.
Yeah, it came out this year.
Yeah,
that's like, crazy. No, yeah, because yeah, either way, it's just a fucking great movie. Joaquin Phoenix fucking knocked that out of the park.
Yes, he did.
It's a movie for you if you're into kind of performance based type of movie, not so much action packed. You don't get the action packed.
Yeah, don't go into the movie expecting a lot of action.
Yeah, not until a lot later into the movie. But other than that, it was a great movie. Joaquin Phoenix just did an awesome job.
Yes, he did.
And he number one in my heart.
Yes, he is. All right. Now, the one thing we both want is a sequel.
Oh, yes.
Because this movie, it was, amazing, and Joaquin Phoenix should just reprise the role.
He said he was down to do another one.
Yeah, so I just want to know, what are some ways you think they could go about the sequel?
See, what I would want is, he did make all that shit up, and it does continue off of that, and he manages to escape, and he beats which Bruce Wayne in the movie is also in the movie, and you see him. He beats Bruce by what, like 20 years? I want to say.
Yeah, almost. I think he looked pretty young in the movie. He was about what, 8, 9.
Yeah, if not 10, if not even preteen. He looked kind of preteen. He was 9, right, in the movie.
Canonically, it was
9.
Yeah, I think the parents died when he was 9.
9, right?
Yeah, I think 9.
I say so. Basically, 9 years after the death of his parents, he becomes Batman, right? Or starts fucking around with that shit.
Okay, well, canonically, Batman was 8 when his parents died, but in the movie, I think, if we are remembering correctly, it was 9. And I think about 10 years after he starts training and shit to be the Bat.
And then in this entire time, I guess it could be to a point where it shows that in 10 years, was it Joker breaks out?
Yeah.
I guess from there, what I would want, he breaks out and he starts building up his, what would you say, his crime
empire?
Yeah, his criminal empire.
Yeah.
And he still has people that he got influenced through him, or he influences people through his, fuck the world type rhetoric that he has, and just see it from there where he, kind of encounters Batman and what for the first time.
Yeah.
And it kind of, and it leaves us maybe with a cliffhanger where it's kind of fucking where I guess he gets away with it, and Batman is I have to defeat this.
Yeah, I have to basically step it up.
I have to stop this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And basically that's what gets Batman to, I guess, further his vigilantism.
His Cape Crusader.
Yeah, I guess that's something his kind of, but I also want it through Joker's point of view. This one was Batman is the side character, not
yeah. Like Batman is the antagonist.
Yeah. Instead of we see that Joker's in Arkham, or was it the Dark Knight Returns, or the Dark Knight?
Dark Knight. Yeah,
the Dark Knight, where you see that obviously Joker is the secondary character to Batman. So I feel like that with the role reversal on that would be awesome.
Really, yeah, because no one has ever done that.
Yeah,
and I think that'd be.
Well, what they did with this one, but
well, I mean, with Batman in the
within the film.
Yeah, usually Batman's always the hero.
Yeah. What about what's your, I guess, theory or desire for a sequel?
Desire. There's a couple of ways they could do it. The one way I'm thinking, just because the part with the talk show was specifically referenced from a different comic too. Is I think The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
That's the one where I think Batman's old. So it's a little bit different, right? But they kind of grabbed a piece from that. I think using that same comic as a reference, they can have it to where he's still in Arkham Asylum and keep the origin story the same shit as Batman. He's facing Al Capone. Falcone first, sorry.
Yeah.
The mob bosses. And then that's when the crazies come out, and Penguin and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But then Joker in Arkham Asylum, he's still locked up. He hears them talk about this vigilante, and remembering how he was basically a vigilante. He becomes intrigued, and then he starts looking into him, and he starts saying, "Oh, this dude can be my friend," or whatever, something like that, like along the lines of that. Like Batman could be an aide, but then they find each other out. The Joker breaks out, right? They find each other outside, and then when he meets Batman, he sees Batman as this guy who isn't really who he believes should be this regarded as a hero, right? He just thinks this guy is a fake, like what he showed up as he showed in the movie. Like he just didn't like the basically fake people, and I think he'd probably think Batman is a fake. Like he doesn't believe that he should be treated as the vigilante that he is.
Yeah,
and he begins to do, you know, the typical Joker shit. And then that becomes the feud between them two.
A tale as old as time.
A tale as old as time. Since 1940. Batman issue number 1.
Yeah. And then the director didn't he comment on a possible sequel idea or right?
Todd Phillips, I think I read it on IGN's article. He was saying that
I read it too.
IGN was saying that Todd Phillips has said that there's a possibility that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker isn't the real Joker. He basically influences the real Joker to do
Joker stuff.
Come on, yeah. He becomes a Joker because he's inspired by Joaquin Phoenix.
Joker.
Arthur Fleck. He becomes inspired by Arthur Fleck, and he starts doing all his shit. And I think that'd be cool too to see. But the only downside to that,
the downside is finding someone who can perform Joker just as awesome as Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. That's why I would have, I guess, second thoughts on that.
Yeah,
just because from previous, even because like I said, the video I watched on Looper, basically ranking all the Jokers, and you see all the terrible takes on Joker, and even in animated movies and series, and even the Lego shit. It's just fucking terrible. So
there was a lot of bad takes. I didn't realize how many.
Yeah, how many Jokers? Huh? Yeah, I know. Then the Jokers? Be Bold or whatever fucking.
Oh, Batman Brave and the Bold.
Brave and the Bold, yeah, that shit, fucking awful.
Yeah,
fucking.
And then I think it was I think
even in the show Gotham,
like 1970s.
Didn't you watch the show Gotham? And it shows the supposed
Jerome
Joker
is not Joker. That's the thing. Like where Jerome is not actually Joker. He keeps beating around the bush. Like in the same video, right?
Yeah.
He keeps saying that it's like, oh,
this might not be Joker.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you can call me Joe. You can call me
Joseph.
all those. Like, he just comes up with a bunch of names.
Yeah,
like beating around.
Yeah,
so he's not actually Joker.
No, but there was like 2 of them in the same Gotham thing. That's what he was talking about. There was a dude who like stapled his face or whatever.
Yeah, because I watched the show.
Yeah,
Gotham.
I know you did.
Yeah, but the first one was a circus, like a son of a circus clown or something like that. Or no, his mom was in the circus, and then he kills, I think, his mom, and then he's like, this when they find out, oh, he's crazy. He's just yeah, but it's not actually the Joker. They try to portray him as that, but it's not.
Yeah, but that's the only downfall to trying to make a sequel with that, but but say that somebody else gets influenced by him, because then they would have to, like, if not up to par with Joaquin Phoenix, it has to be pretty damn close, which is kind of hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, especially just because of the laugh. Like that's one of the things that a lot of
not even just the laugh, it's just the whole.
Like just
the whole acting part
whole
of
acting
it is
part,
just like crazy. But the laugh has a lot to do with it too, though.
Yeah, because Joaquin Phoenix's laugh was it wasn't. I mean, the best laugh I've ever heard for a Joker is Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
hands down, he's probably the best. And voice acting wise, playing the Joker in general, I think Mark Hamill takes the cake.
Oh yeah,
his shit is iconic. It's iconic.
Yeah,
everyone knows. Whenever they think of Batman, they think of Mark Hamill's rendition of Joker. I mean, one thing though I would like to say is I kind of wish that they make a movie like kind of like really, really just based off the comics, like
where he's like the Red Hood and all that shit.
Yeah, like that'd be really cool to see too. Like it'll just scratch that itch I've been having. Like, because I mean, we play the video games, we read the comics, we see the animated series and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think if they actually do an actual, like, real life rendition of The Killing Joke, which I think, if I'm remembering correctly, shows basically that of him falling into the vat and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool, but I don't think we're gonna get that.
Yeah, but also, it kind of like it also ties back kind of to what we were talking about. Like the sequel could be like it was all made up, right?
Yeah,
where they just pictured his entire thing there. Could have went similar, couldn't have gotten anything like that. Could have been just a figment of his imagination.
Yeah,
could have been shit. Who knows? But if they kind of like, I guess like kind of tie it to like what was it the game? What was it? Oh, Arkham City.
Yeah,
where you said it's in that comic you read. Which one is it?
The Killing Joke,
right?
Yeah.
Where he says, "A wise man once told me that if you have to have an origin story, you're better off making it multiple choice." It just, I guess, further enhances that
mystery.
Behind the Joker, because Batman doesn't figure it out. I don't think ever. And what is he? He's the world's best detective.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, sadly, in the comics he does, but I think it's
up to us. But it's not until recently, right?
Yeah, it was. I think in the Rebirth series.
Yeah.
Which was, I think, came out in 2015, 2016.
Yeah, see? But up until that point...
Yeah, up until that point,
there was no clue whatsoever on the Joker.
Yeah. I think the new one was kind of gay. I didn't like it. Saying that, if you haven't read it or whatever, it said basically that Joker is 3 people. It's just someone else picking up.
Where the other one left off.
Yeah, and I think that's horrible. Like, it was just... I don't know why someone would think that's an okay.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? The same Batman, but 3 Jokers.
And then top it off, the way Batman found out about this was that because he got his mind hooked up to a supercomputer.
Jeez. It's like Batman Beyond, right? Where the new Joker is...
the chip? Yeah, Batman Beyond the movie, huh? Yeah, I think the Return of Joker.
Return of Joker. He's it's that chip into who's it? Jason Todd?
No, Tim Drake.
There you go.
Yeah, the third
Robin. Yeah.
After the demise of Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what about that?
No, I'm just saying it's kind of like that type of crazy shit. Like,
oh yeah,
like it's just like
pulling,
like kind of reaching.
Yeah, reaching.
Whereas like how the fuck does that happen? How do you get a chip and you make him Joker?
All right. One thing I'd like to do though is compare the Jokers, the ones that we know we've seen. I mean, we've seen clips of some.
Yeah, I can't comment on all these damn animated ones.
Yeah, all the animated ones is too much. Like,
it's just been cheesy ass lines. That's all they showed on Looper, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, but the main ones that everyone always can like reference, they're pretty popular. I think the only thing we're leaving out is voice actors and anything like that.
Yeah,
the people who have basically
live on screen.
Yeah, put on the makeup and try to be Joker.
Yeah.
So.
And I fought the Caped Crusader.
Except for Joaquin Phoenix, he hasn't had the chance yet.
Yeah, or I guess if he just he stuck his finger in his mouth, I guess he kind of fought him.
I guess so, yeah. Fucking molested him. I forgot that happened. All right, so the first one up is Cesar Romero. He was in 1966's Batman, the movie. If you don't remember, a lot of you probably don't. If you, it's just this really cringy, old styled Batman, played by Adam West. Just very cheesy one-liners and just very campy.
Yeah.
He did an okay job. I mean, the people who, 'cause I don't think you've ever watched the movie, huh?
No, but I did see a few reviews on it where they were saying like he did, like they rated his Joker like pretty high.
Yeah, because
especially on the Times, because he made like a little twist to it, and actually kind of was, I guess for at the time, right? It was like you see the one-liner puns, I guess, that were Joker-like, and the maniacal laugh.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing of Cesar Romero's Joker is him keeping his mustache and just whitening it out.
Yeah, just whitening it out because he didn't want to.
He didn't want to shave it off.
He didn't want to shave it off.
He just looks ridiculous because he has like a dark gray.
Yeah, just dark gray over his upper lip.
But he did an okay thing. I was seeing that the directors didn't like the Joker character too much, so they didn't really give him that much.
Yeah, too much screen time.
Yeah, the ability to basically show off, and I think that's kind of sad. So
yeah.
Also, R.I.P. He passed away in the 90s. The next one up, chronologically, is Jack Nicholson's. It was 1989's Batman with what was his name again?
The actor?
Yeah,
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. Yes. I gotta say, one of my favorite Batman movies, just because it's the one we grew up on.
Yeah, grew up watching that one.
We watched
all
that one.
ass fucking VHS tapes and shit.
Yeah. We had the sequel to the Batman Returns, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
And I think Jack Nicholson did a really good job.
Oh yeah.
The only thing off about that movie was the origin story. Like, he was already a mob.
Yeah, he
boss
was,
kind of.
And then what also kind of throws it off for me is that he looks hella fucking weird when he's in those few scenes where he doesn't have the makeup.
Oh, in the art museum?
That, and I think a few other scenes throughout the movie where he's but other than that, he did a fucking great job.
Yeah.
Also, you just see the funny, crazy fucking like kind of take on the Joker.
Yeah.
And then especially where basically his tricks and stuff, and then that where he basically kills people through
gags.
Yeah, through gags and the Joker gas.
Yeah. When you first see that, because I don't think Cesar Romero's Joker had the Joker gas.
Yeah, I don't think so yet, but yeah, you see all those basically.
I think
all his gimmicks and shit.
I think he even had the acid coming out of the flour.
Yeah, where he goes,
like
he squeezes where it's supposed to be seltzer or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's fucking acid that comes out of that shit.
I think, and also the hand buzzer, right?
Yeah,
when you electrify someone that way.
He was like, because he's saying, what was he that they didn't want to negotiate with him or whatever.
Yeah,
but he was like, oh, it's all right, no hard feelings. Goes in for the handshake and just fucking zapping his ass. Okay, the next thing you know, he's fucking fried. Obviously, the little
far fetched, but
no, not even far fetched. It's just the I guess the graphics. You just see the you could tell this shit was made in 1989.
Yeah, a little dated.
Other than that, it was the performance that Jack Nicholson did was top notch and kind of was what put these Batman movies on the map.
Yeah, that was like the first thing that caused a big hype around Batman.
Yeah, because I think after that it was like 4 of them to the 90s.
Yeah, but then I think after a while they just got even more campy as it went on. But yeah, Jack Nicholson's Joker, he was pretty good. I think especially the scenes where he's just like showing off the Joker, basically just like going around fucking just being ridiculous, right? Just trying to be funny, and I think that's why he did a good job with it.
Yeah,
and then the laugh wasn't too off.
Oh yeah, the laugh. Forgot about the laugh.
Yeah,
did a fucking great job.
Yeah,
too.
He wasn't like crazy or like high pitched laugh like most people try to do.
Yeah,
but his laugh was just, it fit. Like it didn't sound wrong.
Yeah, and he knew how to perform crazy because he is in that. What's that movie? The Shining.
The Shining. Yeah.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Jack Nicholson did a really good job with that.
Oh yeah, he did fucking awesome.